I want to give you the reality of the crypto market. Over the past 5 years, I've gone from dead broke at uni in a moldy bedroom to a multi-millionaire by generating cash flow and investing it into the crypto market. And I want to expose the ins and outs about the crypto market, about influencers, being an influencer myself, and also business owners, and expose these exchanges which are making billions of dollars from your mistakes. My name's Tyrell. I make money online and I invest it into the crypto market. And as you can see, I'm brand new to social media because I've actually been taking action, building real businesses. You can see I've got interviews with Iman Gaji, our business partner with the Ecom King for a while. I really do this online money making stuff. And I see so many people on YouTube especially that are not giving you the true reality of the market. Now you might not like this, but the truth is that most people are making money off attention. They want to tell you that you can make 100x in a day. They want to tell you to go long and go short so they can get paid on their affiliate. Being an affiliate myself, I understand that I get paid off people's success and also their failure. And that's why I want to give you the reality of the crypto market. Now, over the past 2 years, you have seen the rise of crypto influencers and online money makers and the fall of them. And you will see there are only a few select influencers that have stayed consistent over the past year and a half. And I genuinely believe if you have seen an influencer, you're subscribed to one that has been posting every day or every week over the past year and a half, they're real, whether they have bad press or not. They are more real than these guys that will just pop up right about now on a new breakout, right? Those guys are real, right? Call the Moon, MM, BitBoy Crypto, whatever you guys think about these guys, they stayed consistent and they stayed relevant. But these guys in your Telegram and your Twitter, these anonymous accounts that disappeared, right? These guys are the fake ones because they left you in the bear market. They didn't want to come back. They just wanted to, pop up whenever there's clout or whenever it's active. The reason is because they want to make clout off negative movements. And that's a fact, whether you like it or not. The next thing I want to discuss is the reality of trading. You see, most traders lose money. Everybody knows this, but I still don't understand why people don't get that if you can make tens of thousands of percent, like some of these people you see on Twitter, then they would be on Wall Street or they would be a multi-millionaire. Some of these guys even making moves on Twitter like say they're a billionaire. And the truth is that for you to get to that stage, you're not going to get there by following these guys. You need to learn the strategy, you need to be consistent, and you need to take risks. A key concept that I've taken from e-commerce is having a risk strategy. When I would mentor students and also when I would test my own products, I would have a risk strategy. I would test $300 on the product to $500. If I ran the ads and it didn't work for $500, I'd move on to the next one. Especially as having a job, it allowed me to budget and say, okay, I'm making £1,500 a month for my job. It's only costing me £1,000 or £1,200 a month. If I don't go out and I stay boring, I can save this money, I can invest it, and every single month I'm going to be able to test the product. That means over 12 months, I'll be able to test 12 products. And it gave me the experience to be able to test different products, test different ad strategies, test different landing pages. But people are not doing this in the crypto space. They are playing with their whole bankroll. They are trying to trade and make millions of dollars in a few days and then blowing their accounts over and over and over again to the point where they run out of money and then they can't even play the game anymore. This game is about survival, and to do that you need to be disciplined and you need to have a risk management strategy. Especially if you're not generating cash flow, which I'll get into later, you need to make sure that you have a certain level of discipline to be in this game for a long time. Crypto influencers like myself, if I blow my whole account, I've got enough money to reload it again, right? I've got a clip that's never empty, right? But you can't do the same. So you can't necessarily trade the same way that I trade and take the same amount of risk. And that's just speaking straight facts. That's being real as I can possibly be. This is because I'm generating cash flow. Now, there are 3 types of people who I can definitely help, right? If you don't have a job, I'm going to talk about it. If you have a 9 to 5, I'm going to break it down. And if you have a business, there are certain strategies that you have to follow to have success in this game. If you don't have a job, you need to take action and make sacrifices. One of the biggest breakthroughs I had when I didn't have a job at all, I had minus £1,500 in my bank account. I was in debt and I couldn't even afford to put petrol in my car. It's coming to the reality of the situation that my priorities were wrong. I was distracting myself with going out, with drama with my friends. I was even creating my own drama to distract myself from the reality of the situation that I was dead broke. And then what I realized was, hold on a sec, I can change this situation if I just take action and put myself on what was called the money frequency at the time. So I went on, and this is some great things for you guys if you're in this situation, Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, and I looked at all of the things that were free. So you can go on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, you can change it to free, and you can go out there and take stuff off people who they just don't have enough space or the time to sell it. This is things like refrigerators, toys, cards, all types of items that you can find, and you can just pull up to these guys, they'll give it you for free, and you can relist it on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree. It's a nice little earner for people with no job, especially if you're struggling to find one. Now, if the case for you is that you haven't got a job just because you can't be bothered, then my friend, I'm sorry, I really can't help you. You know, the only way you can change your situation is by taking action. I've been in that situation before. It's been 5 years. I look back and there were some people that are still in that same situation saying that they can't get out. But coming from that situation, I know that there are jobs you can have, and there is some serious priorities that you have to come to realization. You know, I've been in that situation, I've cried, it's been emotional, but there are breakthroughs that you can make from not having a job if you just believe in yourself and take action and look at things from a different perspective where you can make money. Even going and knocking on every single person's door in the street and just saying, what can I do to help? Painting fences, anything, you can really find a way to make money. Now, if you have a 9 to 5, but you don't have a lot of time and you're constantly finding yourself wanting to invest, but not having enough cash flow to do so, or maybe you made a big portfolio in the bull market and then you got wrecked, well, the best thing for you to do is start maximizing your time. At the stage when I was at university and I had a job, one of the biggest breakthroughs was prioritizing my time. I had a 9 to 5, I had uni, which was second year, so it was actually like real uni. You actually had to pull up and actually do these types of things, right? But I was also still dead broke. So one of the breakthroughs that I did was I looked at my time, I looked at what was I doing before work, what was I doing after work, and how can I increase my daily income? If I was only making £80 a day, then I need to think, okay, how can I get this to 150? I tried different businesses. I tried doing taxi services. Those of you guys that follow me from uni will remember this. Ty's Taxis was ridiculous. Events and all types of different things. But I realized businesses at this stage might not be the right idea. So I just picked up 2 jobs, right? I did a 9 to 5, and then after the 9 to 5, I did delivery driving. And that allowed me to go from £80 to £100 because I get £20 in the evening, £80 in the day, and then I picked up a weekend job as well. That meant I had to prioritize studying after this work rather than socializing, going through social media and keeping up with the Joneses. It really meant that I didn't even know what was going on in the outside world. I didn't know what was going on in the crypto market, trading. I didn't know, but I had to just focus and lock in for this short period of time for long-term sacrifices. Now, if you're a business owner and you're thinking, okay, I want to scale this business, but I also need to invest, then you need to look at your risk. I spoke to a lot of people in this 6-figure range that want to go to 7 and 8. And the way you need to get there is by managing your expenses and going, okay, if I'm making 10K a month, I can't be spending 10K a month to do this lifestyle shit. You need to lower your standards and go back to those 2K months, those 3K months, where you can save 80% and you can either invest that in scaling your business in ads and whatnot to make more money. You know, you might have to invest in infrastructure and risk more money, or just stay at that stage and invest 80% into the markets. Now, I don't just mean slap it all in the crypto bag or slap it all in private sales. You can spread it out. You can go FX, you can go off-plan property, or you can go into buying other businesses, but at least have a diversified portfolio that is open to risk. So many people, once they hit this 6-figure range, and I've been a case of this at myself too, is they are so nervous about risking the money because they don't want to end up in this 9 to 5 or having no job again. It's a painful position to be in. Those of you guys in that position understand that pain. And believe me, once you get out, you ain't gonna want to go back. And you'll understand once you hit 6 figures that you'll hit a point where you're like, okay, I'm at this point now. I don't want to go back here. I don't want to go back. And you can end up being in a position where you're just saving money. But that's not going to get you to the 7 and 8 figures. Warren Buffett and all these other investors, they took massive risk at a certain stage to get to that position. Now they preach about diversification, which is true at the billionaire level, but it's not true at the 3-figure, 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure, 7 figures, and even 8 figures. Diversification at a certain stage is not the right thing. You want to be all in an industry or a specific thing that is risky if you want to make the biscuits. You got to risk it for a biscuit, right? So I wanted to give you the reality of the situation. And most traders, most influencers, they have cash flow to invest. They won't tell you this, but they have cash flow from affiliates, from other businesses, from investments, from investing in other businesses. They have cash flow in these areas. So of course they can trade with 6, 7, 8 figures. Of course they can. And if they blow their account, they can keep going, right? But these guys are consistent. They treat their social media like a business. They create content every single day. You know, it's that iceberg effect. You guys see the video, you don't see what goes in the scripting. You don't see what goes in the planning, in the business operations, the behind the scenes, in the editing, right? But you only see the video and you think it's easy. Well, if you can follow this process and if you can be disciplined, you guys can achieve the exact same thing. But you need a certain level of cash flow first to do so. And if you want to learn different ways of making money online, I will teach you in the description completely for free. And if you're interested in investing into crypto, check the link in the description. I'll show you the best exchange to be on right now. This is KYC and non-KYC exchanges. I'll also be posting some strategies on how to invest into private sales, my personal long-term investing strategy, and how we plan on making 100 million in the next 2 to 3 years. Guaranteed. I'm going to document everything, but this time I'm going to do it on YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in for Ty's Talks. I'll be with you every single day around about 6 to 7 a.m. UK. So make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out. Peace.